8-41, we're actually taking a look back at the previous problem, 8-40, and trying to use some of the ideas there. So 8-40 talked about something called a conjugate. So what I need to do is when I look at the denominator of 1 minus 2i, what I want to multiply that by is its conjugate, which is 1 plus 2i. Notice this is kind of like a difference of squares. And it's going to have some similar properties for why we use difference of squares as well. So when I look at this problem, I have 2 minus 5i in the numerator, and I have 1 minus 2i in the denominator. So when I take 1 minus 2i times its conjugate and make a generic rectangle, 1 minus 2i and 1 plus 2i, I get a 1 for this one, a negative 2i here, a positive 2i here, and then this box here is negative 2 times 2, which is negative 4. I times I is I squared. So I end up getting negative 4 times negative 1, which is now a positive 4. So when I combine like terms, these two, just like in a difference of squares, cancel out and become 0. And I get 1 plus 4. So multiplying those two gives me 5. So here's what's going to happen with this problem. I can't just multiply the bottom by 1 plus 2i. I need to actually multiply by 1 plus 2i in both numerator and denominator because that acts like a giant 1. So essentially I'm multiplying this problem by 1. So I've just talked about what happens with the denominator when I multiply these two. My new denominator is going to be 5, 1 plus 4. But now I need to multiply the numerators. And my numerators are going to involve I. They are going to have an I in the final answer. So I'm going to go through and work that out. So now I have 2 minus 5i and 1 plus 2i. So I get a 2 here, a negative 5i, positive 4i, and then the top right box, a negative 5 times 2 is a negative 10, and then I get I squared. So negative 10 times I squared is negative 1, so this top box ends up being positive 10. So combining my like terms, these two right here become a negative I, and these two right here are 12. So my numerator is 12 plus a negative I, or 12 minus I. Also, problem 140 says that what they want us to do is put our answer with our real part and our imaginary part separate. So I'm going to break this up into two separate fractions. Both of them have the denominator 5. So I have 12 over 5 minus I over 5. So the real part of this is 12 fifths. The imaginary part is a negative 1/5. I'm going to do the same thing with problem B. So I have a negative 3 plus I divided by 2 plus 3i. So I'm going to write it now as a fraction. My conjugate for the denominator is going to be 2 minus 3i. And I need to multiply that both numerator and denominator. I'm going to do the denominator first. Remember, we should be getting a solution here for the denominator that does not have I involved with it, because we are designing the number we are multiplying by so that we do not have a denominator, or an I in the denominator rather. So I have 4 and 6i, negative 6i, as you can see those are opposites. And the top right box, 3 times negative 3 is a negative 9, I squared, Negative 9 times a negative 1 is going to be a positive 9. So the denominator, the i's cancel out, these get combined, and I have 13 in my denominator. My numerator, I'm going to be taking negative 3 plus I and a 2 minus 3i. So negative 6, 2i, positive 9i, and now I have a negative 3i squared, which will be positive 3. Those two make negative 3. These two make 11i. So my numerator is negative 3 plus 11i. The last step now is breaking it in between its real and imaginary parts. So negative 3 over 13 is that one, plus 11i over 13, or 11 over 13